Hey everybody, welcome back to Walker Bee Ranch. Today is really a crappy day for beekeeping, but it's been 2 weeks today since I did the demaree split. Not many bees flying. I'm gonna get in there hopefully before it starts raining on me and break this colony down and maybe do some adjustments. So we're gonna see what we got. I'm gonna bring you along for the ride, and let's see how it goes. I might even re-up the demaree by rotating some boxes around, so we'll see. All right, so this is going to be quite the interesting task here, especially since I just realized this veil has messed up. So we're going to do our best. Already got some bees checking me out, and we're going to try our best to get in here before it rains. The bees won't like it. I'm not lighting a smoker. We're just going for it today, and we're going to see how it goes. But the idea is, I see an error on the bottom box already where the queen excluder has a bit of a gap, and it's getting ready to rain, so I don't want it to, and they're just like that, starting to rain. So we'll see if it starts to really pour, or if it's just going to put a couple drops and then stop. But just like 2 weeks ago, here we are with it trying to rain on us in the middle of doing it. But it's excessively tall, so we're going to try to rectify any situations. Be a good day to make a split with the remaining frames. There was 2 queen cells up top last time I checked, and I'm going to try to see if they actually are still there. If they are, we'll split them off and maybe do a pole reversal. But it's not looking nice right now. They're not going to love this at all. And it's quite tall, so I want to actually try to reduce this down if I can, and put it back how it should be. Let me take these, throw them out of the way. My tool, I got tools back here. Not many bees flying today, obviously because of the weather, but we're going to try to do some things if we can right quick like. Alright, so I got bees up in the inner cover. Actually, I probably just need to set this box down. Yep, we got bees in the top 2 boxes. I can hear them roaring over here. Hopefully you guys can see that I stepped off to the side. Alright, so we got bees hatching up top. It's a good sign. I need to go ahead and check. I'm just going to slap this inner cover back over here. Try to limit any rain that might get in there. At one time this hive had peppermint in it. So we're going to check for hive beetles in the trap real quick. Try to do this extremely fast. No hive beetles. That's a good sign. Good sign. So really, this is 3 frames with some drawn comb and stuff in it. But I need to pull out, and they're not going to be happy. I already know that. No worries. All right, we got a little bit of brood over here that hadn't hatched out yet. Try to do this real quick just to find what they're doing. More drawn comb, a little bit of nectar, Not much really happening there. There should be no queen up here. So by next week, any cap brood in here should be hatched a week from today. Let's, actually, I should have moved that over. But ain't much happening here. All right, so we got cap brood. Put that back in. Just looking for queen cells. Really should not be any. Making sure there's no signs of queen activity in the top. Make sure she didn't go power through those excluders. All right, cap brood. That's what we got. It's nice though. They're all capped up. I don't see any signs of them hatching out. Let's check this other one. All right, so we got, this is, oh well, they tore down some queen cells. So I cut a couple out right here, as you can see. There's one queen cell left. This one either hatched out or she either hatched out right here or they just tore it down. It looks, could be either way. It's pretty clean. We do have that one queen cell. So let me just check to make sure there's no virgin on here. Another queen cell over here. It got tore down. Another one got tore down. So either tore down or hatched. That's what happened with these on the outside. There's another queen cell right there. So this is a good frame for a newt. So we're just going to walk this over one of our newt colonies that has nothing in it. Go yellow with this one. Let's see what I got in here. Nothing really. Empty frames. Just going to pop that right here. So it's got a couple queen cells on it. I'll smash that back together. It's going to be rainy the next couple days, so they should be good to go with that. Maybe some fly back over here. No worries with that. Most of those should be nurse bees taking care of the brood. So we made one split. Oh gosh. This one they have propolised in really well. Alright, just storing nectar over here. I don't see any queen cells. Alright, so that should be about it for this box. But we will motor on. So we took one out, right? So we did, they got one frame of brood. I might take that brood out and put it in a colony that... Alright, so nectars and stores, and really that's it on this top. So we need a frame to go back in. So right now I'm just gonna, wow, yeah, that's not good. So show you what they did over here. So obviously this has some stores in it, and I'll try not to mess them up. But they attached this honey frame to the side, all in here. They bridged it over, which, hey, they know how to be bees better than I know how to beekeep. But it's a foundationless frame, so it was sticking to the side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop a frame in here. May or may not be a good one, but it gives them something. Put that back in here. That's box one. Alright, so let's go to box 2 here. And we'll set this back on here. So we got one frame of brood left in the top to hatch out. We're gonna go to the red box. And I'll caddy corner that. Shouldn't be much in here. You see it's pretty empty in the middle. And it's wonky, look at that. Boy, bad job beekeeping, Bob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did have 10 frames in there. it probably slid when I moved everything together. So if I was a betting man, here on this frame over here, it's probably most likely to have brood or queen cells or something on it. So we're gonna go right here. All right, brood. So we definitely have brood hatching out. I haven't seen any virgins running around or a queen. Just making sure. Right now, nothing on that side. Let's see. Let's flip. Oh, look at that big pile. What are they doing? Let's see what they're doing. Gonna make sure. Looks like they're just taking care of brood. Not really. Thought with them being knotted up, there might have been a virgin or something in there. So we've got two frames with brood on it. And you know, the other day there was 2 uncapped queen cells in here that I was hoping to see today, but I don't see them. Maybe that's what they tore down on the other side. And really not much happening right here. Just a bunch of nurse bees and a frame of brood. All right, so I'm trying to I'm gonna try to merge these down as much as possible. Let me just check this outside frame. I'm pretty sure it's just honey. Just honey over here. And it's not, there's no rain coming down at the moment. It's just bad. All right, so that's a whole honey and pollen frame. Nectar. Little tiny bit of brood on this side. Looks like they're trying to store some pollen in there, which is the whole reason. You see that little circle? That's the whole reason why I started to, look at that frame though. This is the whole reason why I did this demaree, was because that's how the frames were looking, just a little spot of brood. All right, so we got 1 frame of brood here, 1 frame of brood here. This box looks like they're just drawing comb out, nothing really happening over here. And then I've got a queen excluder underneath. So we'll just take that off and we're gonna plop it right on top. First queen excluder. This is just basically to create distance between the normal brood box and the frame. I've got a few drawn combs in there, but I don't really see them doing much work to this top one. We'll move that out the way. And so I have used a few queen cells out of here already. Let's see what they're doing in this one. This one's closer to the main brood box. Really, I have a bunch of frames that had honey in them, and see if they're trying to repair that to put stores in. There are bees on it, so that's a good sign. All right, so we'll let them just do their thing. Reason I've got 10 in here and not the 9 that I wanted to have in here was truly to get them to start drawing comb, and then I would move out. So, all right, so if you don't know, I took the original queen, put her in the bottom with, actually I used 2 frames of brood. So I had 2 frames of brood, and the original queen are now down here in the bottom. And I want to see in a week, or 2 weeks, sorry, in the 2 weeks she's been in there, make sure there's no queen on the excluder. Nope, don't see any queen on the excluder. What she's done. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a couple bees on the outside, so 80%. And we're going to try to see. The idea is to stimulate her to build. So we'll pull the outside. There should be, really, they've jammed it up with pollen, so they're using it as a store frame like they should. So that's good. This one is totally full of pollen. Look at that. I have put no pollen patty on here. So that's good. It's a good store frame. I'm going to check for queen cells just to make sure. You know, sometimes they like to go ahead and do what they want to do. And so she had 2 frames of cat brood down here, which some people say only put 1. Look at that, honey, bam. Stores, no brood in this one, on that side. Looks like they're storing on this side as well. This is a pretty good queen. So I'm actually gonna put this one back to the outside for right now, and put that one to the inside of that one. Try to get them, if they start to draw, that they'll start drawing that out. Let's see. All right, so this is brood. This was a brood frame that I put in. You can see there's some good looking fat larvae in there that they should be capping up here directly around the outside. The middle was the brood that hatched out. That is all laid up. So this queen's got this laid up. That's fantastic. Let's see this side. The whole frame is laid with larvae. That's outstanding. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. So we're gonna put that one right back. I didn't see Her Majesty on there. I didn't see any queen cells. So she had plenty of room. And let's see here. See what we got. All right, so there, looks like they're attaching some comb at the bottom, doing some repairs. This is dark comb, so I can't really see in here what she's doing. Oh, yep, looks like I see a couple eggs down there. So she's probably been through here and laid this up. There she is. See her? Right there, walking. See the nectar they've put in here. Let's see if I can find her. There she is. Camouflage right there. Unmarked queen. Walking around, doing her best to lay this thing up. So, all right. So she's right here. We're gonna put her back for right now. Let's see what they're doing with this foundation. This was just blank foundation I put in. And they've got this thing working, and they're just storing nectar in there. Which is kind of crazy. And eggs on the side. There's a bunch of eggs. So those nurse bees are doing a good job there. We're gonna put that over. So the queen was on the one with the red X, best I can tell. All right, brood hatching. They've got it packed full of nectar stores. Again, looking for queen cups, queen cells. I see nothing here. The main thing I'm looking for right now is some cap brood. If there's some cap brood in, I mean, this is old cap brood and a lot of drones on this. Just looking for some regular cap brood where I could just pop her in there and let her go to work. There was a queen cell. Looks like they tore down, or I tore down last time I was in here. But yeah, she's doing good. I really wanted to do an adjustment on this box today, but it's not appearing that way, guys. I really expected her to have more laid up. Oh, here we go, cap brood. All right, bunch of cap brood, looking really nice. So this would be one that I would donate and leave behind. That would be the idea. Put the queen on this, give her a brand new box, let all this cap brood hatch, let her make queen cells. I've been harvesting the queen cells best I can. That's a good looking frame. Good looking frame. Lots of drones, lots of worker bees, stores. So it's a nice looking frame, guys. Let's see, pop that one in. If you notice, I'm slowly moving everything slightly one frame to the left here. And again, see, this is the difference between this colony, which is why I'm trying to pull queens off of it, and a couple of my other colonies. The weather is not good. I mean, it is warm, but the weather is not very good. Yet, here's cat brood. Look at the bottom, there's a couple queen cups they're trying to build down there. We're just gonna, this is foundationless, so we're gonna go ahead and eliminate those cups. And that looks good there, and it's laid all the way up to the outside. So this, she's doing a good job. This looks good. Different stages of larva all the way to the edge on this one. So we're going to move that back in. So now the question is, does she have enough room? Let's pull this last frame, and then we'll start trying to answer some questions on this. All right, food and stores. This side, food and stores. Really going to work on this bottom box, and we're a couple of weeks away. So really, this manipulation should really be in here for 3 weeks. But you see the bottom box. So what I really want to do is actually do a demaree on this and let you guys see the process. So let me go get a box with empty foundation, a deep one, and we'll rinse and repeat this and show you what we're going to do. All right, let's see if I can even move y'all a little bit closer. All right, so again, this is the original brood chamber. We've got a box of 9 foundations. We need a frame with cap brood and the queen. That's the goal, cap brood and the queen. And so we're gonna make us a little bit of adjustment. I know where she was. Now we gotta find out where she is now, right? So she's moved around, obviously. So I'm gonna move this whole box. She was on this red frame. I need to take her and put her only, well, not really only, but she needs to be in this box with in a new box is what we got. And we're gonna condense this other stuff down and rinse and repeat, and hopefully blast the population. So if I'm remembering correctly, this was a cap brood here. Yep, cap brood. A little bit of everything, a little bit older. So I'm gonna take this frame and put this in this new box over here. And now I gotta get this queen. Gotta get this queen in this box. On that frame, preferably. I got another frame I'm gonna dump in here. Let them start to work on. And I got that other one on the outside. So right now I need to find this queen. And try not to smash no bees. Try not to smash my queen. So we're gonna go to the last place we saw her, which was over on this red frame. Let's find her. Come on, girl, be in the same spot. Make me not have to look for you too much. Alright, I got a bee in my veil. That's always nice. Probably gonna sting me on the back of my neck. All right, I don't see her on here. She's usually not a big hider, this girl. However, she is pretty prolific. All right, I gotta get this bee out of my veil. Apologize. Just actually. Of course, you got some pollen. Bad thing is with this thing that goes over my shoulders and underneath, that when I bend over, sometimes it does mess up. So we got to find her again. If I would have been prepared, I would have had the cage and just caged her up. There she is. I'm not good at grabbing queens. Let me see if I can just get her to come off of here without. All right, she just went down to the bottom. Where's she at? Turn around and go back the other way when I flipped it? Probably. There she is. I'm just going to gently encourage her to drop down. There she is. There she goes. So she's in this box, the new box now. Good to go. And we're going to close this one back up and move it. All right, so let's push this back together. And this will force her and force the work crew to draw out her comb. So we're going to take this box and set it up here temporarily and piss them all off when you knock all the boxes down. So that's good. Not really. I'm going to put this box back, the new box. That is not what I wanted to happen, y'all. We're going to take this queen excluder and we're going to pop that right on top. So it's just one frame of brood and a box of empty foundation, and we're going to sequester her down there. Let me just brand new box, brand new everything here. Bunch of pissed off bees now that I dropped the box. Try not to smush them with the queen excluder, but we'll put this new queen excluder in there. Good to go, right? All right, so we're going to move this box, the original brood box, over. That's just chocker block full of with brood, and I'm going to put these two on here, and I got another one in the back of my veil. I'm going to try to adjust this box to where no water can get in. Great. We're going to put this queen excluder on there, and we're going to drop these bees back on the top. Manipulation kind of complete, if I can get this queen excluder straightened out. All right, so it's looking good on the front. Everything looks good. I've got 2 frames of brood that I want to deal with. Probably what I will do is take one of these weaker colonies over here. I think this one's not very strong. I mean, they're all right, but they're not strong. So I'm going to take some brood along with the bee that got back in my veil. I think this one was brood. No, that was empty. Where's the brood? See, I should have, maybe this was empty one. This was an empty one they were working on. All right, so we'll leave that. See, I've got boxes everywhere, y'all. Not necessarily the best plan, but you do what you got to do. It's this one. Nope, that was honey. With a little tiny bit of brood. Little itty bitty frame of brood. I know there's more. There you go. This is what we're looking at here. So we'll take this. Trying to see what we got here. We got a little bit of brood that we're just going to add to the slightly rich colony over here. None of them are going to like us. We're going to pop this out for this festooning, build a new comb, and we're going to pop this frame with brood and bees on it, and nobody else right in there. Nurse bees should be really accepted. We'll take this. Oh, that's a honey frame and a half right there. Yeah, we can give them. We'll give it to them as well. I'm sure they'll appreciate some extra stores as long as the beetles stay out. I'll just put it on the outside. Just a little bit of brood there. So really, right now, all I'm doing is distributing resources, right? Trying to mat them down. I'm actually going to put this one back on top. Because it's heavy. And this one's essentially empty now with some drawn out frames on it that I can redistribute. And you know what? Let's just put this on here. This is kind of a small colony. Bet you I can take a frame of brood out of here. And I know you guys probably can't see because it's so tall now. I got one trying to sting the crap out of me inside my veil. All right, what do you want to do? We don't want that. Tell me I don't have, no, that's the thing. Woo. I was going to say, tell me I don't have another one in here. Now we know we're just going to suit this back up. I'm not going to take any more brood out of here. Just let them hatch. We got this one here that's now loaded. We'll put this back on here. And just rinse and repeat and let them do their thing. This has a few bees in it, which I'll probably just shake over in this donor colony because they're, or in this other colony. And there you go. We re-up the demaree and we're gonna try to let it do its thing. Again, the queen has nothing but shake some bees into this one. And what'd I do with the lid for this one? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. And we're just gonna let these girls fly back, and we can rinse and repeat that process as many times as we want. So, to recap, the queen was in the bottom box. The bottom box had, matter of fact, let me see if I can move you all back and I'll explain it better. All right, so the queen was in this bottom box. Well, this box, which was the bottom box, right? And it was pretty laid up and pretty full. Actually, she was in this box. So what we did is we took her and one cell of brood, or one frame of brood, sorry, and nothing but foundation in the bottom. So all these worker bees that are going to come out of this top box from the back now are going to circle back around and come back in the front to give her her workforce. And what's going to happen is they're going to get to work, because they're like, we have no room to lay in here, no room to store, nothing. They're going to start drawing all this foundation out. This is going to separate these two boxes here. There's a queen excluder here in the middle. You can see it right there. So queen excluder is going to keep her from coming up. So she's going to have to, they're going to get to work really fast in here to give her room to lay. These are dividers, or this is like basically like a double screen bottom board, only it's got foundation in there. So all of these bees from the top can work down through this queen excluder and start to store down here and draw a comb. All of these bees from down here can go through here and draw a comb. Anybody in the original box, the original brood box, will now, the nurse bees will stay behind to take care of the brood, and any cells or any eggs, now they feel like they don't have a queen. They're all still part of the same colony, sharing resources. However, they feel like they don't have a queen. Okay? So they're going to generate queen cells, which my goal is to take those queen cells and either, if you can just crush them if you want. That's or do what I do, or what I've been doing, is harvest those queen cells about once a week. I'll go in there once every few days. You know, definitely it's going to take at least 7 days, right? So 7 to 9 days, there'll be capped queen cells in here. We'll be able to harvest those and make splits, crush them if we don't want to make a split, all kinds of options. So that's kind of where we're going. Obviously, this is a new box. This is, this one here was the old box, and the main, or actually this is the brood box that we just had on the bottom. So there's two boxes in between. You can see the bees starting to come in the bottom with pollen and nectar. They're going to need a place to store. So either they're going to have to move it up or draw out comb. But seeing as how the queen has nowhere to lay down there, they will start drawing that comb out with crazy, crazy speed. And she'll start laying that up. So in 3 weeks, which it's been 2 weeks, so in a week, all of the brood, a little over a week, all the brood that was in this bottom brood chamber will be hatching out and become workforce, right? Which will know no other home than this top and this back exit. So they can, I mean, they can still come down through the excluder, but it's really going to boost the population of this colony when they start hatching. The only brood that I took out was the older brood from 2 weeks ago, which should be hatching in a week or so, that I moved to that weaker colony to help boost their numbers. And I harvested all the queen cells that I could and put them in other colonies over the last couple weeks. So that's the thought process behind this. I'm going to try to get you a good edit, because I know it was kind of sketchy at some spots, bees in the veil and whatnot, and we'll see how it goes.